Okay, now sometimes when we are writing expressions, we got past that just plain writing expressions, but we are going to now evaluate expressions. So we're still practicing writing expressions, but now we have a value for our variable. So you can see in this table right here, we start out with an initial expression. We have our variable here, which is x. And then in these two pieces of our table, our x value is going to be replaced with 8. And here our x value is going to be replaced with 30. Okay, so this could represent, say, a word problem or a real world problem where the situation is changing. Okay, so our math book does a really good job of giving us examples. So I always like to look at those first. Here we have x, which we don't know first in the expression what that x value means, x plus 4. And then in this first part of our table, this first column, do you see how now this has changed from x plus 4 to 8 plus 4? Why did that happen? That happened because this part of the column is saying that our x value is equal to 8. So all we did to rewrite this expression, this is still an expression, is we replaced our x with 8. That's why this is telling us to do this. X equals 8. And then to get 12, this product of 8 plus 4, or sorry, sum, not product, sum, all we did was evaluate. Remember, evaluate is a really easy way to say, or guys, harder way to say solve, okay? Or to find the value of. So we took this expression, we plugged in our new variable values, and then we solved, okay? So same thing that happened over here, x equals 30. So what we did is replace that x value in our x plus 4, and then we evaluated to find the sum of 30 plus 4, or x plus 4, which is 34, okay? So we're going to do the same thing here. This is our initial expression, 12 plus x. And now when I rewrite this over here, instead of writing, so I'm going to keep my 12 plus, and then instead of writing x, I'm going to replace my x value with what it tells me the value of the variable is 8. And 12 plus 8 is 20. Do the same thing over here, except for my value of my variable in this column is 30. So wherever there would be an x in my expression, I'm going to replace it with 30. 12 plus, not x, 30. And I'm going to evaluate that. 30 plus 10 is 40, plus 2 is 42. Okay, so I'm just going to keep plugging away on this. Now we have x minus 6. So you're going to copy this expression the same order, except for you're going to change your x value to 8. You are substituting or inputting that value in for the value of your variable. So 8 minus 6, and now I'm going to evaluate 8 minus 6 is 2. Do the same thing over here. My x represents 30, so instead of writing x minus 6, I'm going to replace that x with 30. 30 minus 6 equals 24. And lastly, we have 40 minus x. So it's important you keep track of this order and do the same thing. So I'm going to write 40 minus, and then I'm going to replace that with the value of the variable for this column is 8. X equals 8. 40 minus 8 is 32. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. 40 minus x, and x is 30. 40 minus 30 equals 10.